The aviation sector is a key player in efforts to manage global warming, and your number one low-cost regional airline, Jambojet, is not left behind. From the recent Africa Climate Summit in Nairobi to the forthcoming COP28 summit in Dubai, the topic remains alive. And here is a glimpse of a special flight Jambojet operated between Nairobi and Mombasa on May 26 this year to showcase its efforts towards sustainable flights. Yes, this was the first year Jambojet joined SkyTeam member airlines in the Sustainable Flight Challenge, with opportunities to learn from other global airlines, an initiative aimed at making airlines move together towards a greener future. Jambojet implemented a number of innovations in its operations, including the use of an electric vehicle to ferry passengers to the airport. At the Jomo Kenyatta International Airport, guests were gifted with items made from recycled materials.
One of the things they've alerted me is that even the seats they're choosing, they're recycled. So we won't find a situation whereby now they're worn out, they're throwing them away. So there's also recycling. So they've been very conscious about the environment, and that's something I'm passionate about. Today I've actually tested some of the new menu, and one of the exciting things is that they've been cautious also to go organic. You know, every time we say I need to go organic and you're trying to go on diet, but sometimes you go to the plane and you're not sure what you're having, but here understand that they're actually going organic. So even the bread you're taking, even the cupcake they're serving us, they're all organic. Very exciting. Jambojet, man, good job, good job.
Last year's inaugural Sustainable Flight Challenge brought together 19 airlines. This year, the challenge featured 22 airlines.
We have done the most that we can to optimize our operations in reference to our ground operations and our in-flight operations. So every little segment that we're going to have has been tweaked a little bit more. When you look at flight operations, the bigger thing is around fuel burn. You know, we cannot do without fuel. But what we're trying to do is be the most conservative we can be with the fuel burn that we have, to ensure that we've reduced the amount of carbon emissions we're going to have on this particular flight.
On the flight that we operated today, we were able to save about 79 kilos of fuel. This was based on a number of areas that how we flew the aircraft, our ground operations. The next aspect that we are going to take from this is to incorporate this in our day-to-day operations, and this will reduce the CO2 emissions and reduce the cost of fuel. So that becomes our target. We will continue doing this, we will continue operating this way, and that has an impact both on less carbon emission and also cost reduction in costs for Jambojet. But this is quite exciting, and we are glad that we managed to do that.
The Daishet 400 is a turboprop aircraft, okay, unlike what I'll call a jetliner. So it's a turboprop, it has propellers in the front. The unique thing around these particular type of aircraft is they have about 40% lower fuel burn than what I'll call a jetliner, which uses jet engines. The unique thing around it is we also achieve what I'll call jet speeds. So it is very fast with the lower fuel and burn rate. So it's quite exciting for us to be able to hand in hand have a lower burn of fuel and still be able to, what I'll say, keep up with the larger aircraft.
We use them into different things, like as we also make bags and share with children from our neighbor. We have quite a number of good neighbors in Mukuru. So you find even the billboards. Once we remove them, we make bags with them so that waste, those are materials that are seen end of use. So we're able to reuse that and bring it back to the community in a friendly way.
Everyone is stressing about how do we make our environment better, how do we reduce this pollution. So when I hear that I've made the right choice to travel with Jambojet, and they've been conscious about reducing the carbon emissions, I even feel proud. So I can guarantee you anytime I'm thinking of traveling domestically on holiday or even work travel, Jambojet will be my first choice.
We got on board a couple of partners just to help us implement a number of solutions. For instance, we partnered with Kenya Airways on the Basigo, and also on the upcycling project. We also partnered with Basigo themselves, who are an electric vehicle provider, to transport our staff and also our customers to the airport. We partnered with Eclair, who are doing all our upcycling material as well, and also Anjiru, who are doing part of the upcycling materials. We also partnered with NAS, who we developed a sustainable menu which our guests got to sample who are seated at the boarding lounge. Our guests who are traveling on 8604 and 05 also got to sample the specific menu. They gave us great feedback, and the intention is really to adopt this menu and put it as part of the pre-order.
We have been lucky to be working with Jambojet and walk that journey together. The end of the day of our second greenhouse, where we will be able to grow cherry tomatoes, more herbs, and the goal was to be really to shorten the production cycle with our production and to have like a farm to fork concept. It's a game changer because more and more people are more and more interested by sustainability, by being more healthy. And we were discussing when they got to have that the menu we present 2 weeks ago to be on our pre-order platform. And I'm sure that will have some traction, and guests will be more and more interested to have a sandwich, a sustainable sandwich or a sustainable muffin. And I think it could be a real visibility for all the chains, and it will support at the end, I think, Jambojet guests when they will fly on board.
In the 9 years of operations, Jambojet has flown over 6 million passengers, and with its measures towards sustainable flights, passengers can expect a more healthier and climate-friendly flying experience. Jambojet is the 2018 and 2019 winner of the de Havilland Canada Reliability Award for outstanding performance in dispatch reliability on the -8-400 series in Africa and the Middle East. It has a fleet of 8 aircrafts, the -8-400 series.